on the fly, it's lasting all night time, yeah. One shot with mom and it's a one shot tonight. Someday I'll live up my life and taking my night vibes. Up all night, I'm taking the night vibes. I'll make it on the fly, it's lasting all night time, yeah. One shot with mom and it's a one shot tonight. Someday I'll live up my life and taking my night vibes, yeah. To a life where I wanna stay. Can you rescue me when I am falling? Gotta get a break and let the music play. Lift me up when I am crawling.
What is up, shipheads? Live from the greatest city in the world, Cleveland, Ohio. This is the Yacht Club with Sir Yacht, and we're back with Zach Dodge.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
And Cleveland Browns are 4-1. Let's go.
And Dion Waiters is an NBA champion this morning.
And
how great is that?
And J.R. Smith is a 2-time NBA champion.
Dude, I love how J.R. Smith, I think it was Jeannie Buss. She was like, okay, now grab the trophy. And he just runs over there and grabs it out of the case. I was like, you didn't even play. He's like the first one over there grabbing the trophy out of the case. It was so funny to me, man.
Who's that, Dion? Dion did that?
No, JR. Shirtless.
It's like the guy in the group project that does nothing but gets the A+.
That's exactly what it was.
Dion Waiters dedicated the championship to Philly, which I feel like, one, is so disrespectful because Philly has a basketball team, and two, he did absolutely nothing.
He's from Philly.
No, I know, but he did nothing. He did nothing to contribute.
I know.
It's crazy, though, that this is the second team that he's been on with LeBron. Like, LeBron traded him out of Cleveland.
Yep.
Not just on Los Angeles. What's even crazier is Dwight Howard is an NBA champion.
I'm actually really happy for him. I'm really happy for him. I'm really happy for AD.
Oh, yeah. Well, LeBron finally was gifted some luck for the first time. Usually he has the odds against him. A healthy AD. He got some rest because of the, the 170 days between basketball.
Yep.
Or whatever it was.
But, dude, Danny Green, though. I'm happy for
LeBron. I know people are going to say it's a fucking Mickey Mouse ring. I don't care.
I know, but still.
They would have said if he lost it that he lost. How could you lose this? Like, you can't have both.
No, I mean, because at the end of the day, it's still the NBA Finals. Like, what are you going to do? Not play? Because it's not what it used to be? I don't understand. Like, it is what it is. I do think there's no way that it feels the same. There's no way. Like, you didn't have to travel. You didn't have to deal, with fans yelling at you, screaming at the top of their lungs and shit. Like, you have to deal with any of that. So there's no way it feels the same. But at the end of the day, it's still an NBA title. So, I mean, you have to give it credit.
You want to know what they would have said if Michael Jordan played?
What?
In this championship, they would have Michael Jordan won a championship in a pandemic, a global pandemic, and Michael Jordan persevered and won. They're calling LeBron James. They're calling it a Mickey Mouse ring. I guarantee you they would have painted things like that.
Dude, it is all good. Who cares? It's the finals. But I'm happy for all those guys. I'm happy for LeBron. I mean, it's crazy.
Did you see what Nick Wright said? He's like, But so because Jimmy Butler had an incredible series and like led his team to the NBA Finals, but didn't win, this should tarnish his legacy, right? Is that how it works? Because like that's what everybody does with LeBron. Is like he like takes his team to the finals, averages like all these amazing stats, but then loses, but tarnishes his legacy. But no other player gets that treatment.
Nick Wright said that LeBron was averaging like 50-some% from the field, 30 points per game. It was like 36 and 10. And Nick Wright's like, and I would argue this is probably his third best finals performance. Like, that's crazy. Like, hearing that is just nuts. So,
dude, it might be like his fifth best finals performance in terms of.
But dude, Jimmy Butler played his ass off. It was a great finals. Game 5 was probably my favorite for sure. But still, man,
He killed it.
Still good.
Let me know what people say in the chat too. Obviously, since I can't see it. But.
Yeah, for sure. And this just in, the Tampa Bay Rays take a 2-0 lead over the cheating asshole Houston Astros.
Fuck the Astros. That's some good news.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Fuck the Astros, dude. Fuck them.
Dude, I love how the Indians were like one of the first teams to actually come out and expose them. I think that was awesome.
Trevor Bauer, man, shout out him.
That was super awesome.
He led the charge for sure.
For sure.
I just want to give a quick shout out. Fuck the DMCA. For sure. We had to stream this on the Yacht Club page instead of my Twitter page. So fuck them. I tweeted out the Lakers Heat game for maybe 4 minutes. I mean, a violation for sure, but everything was cleared. I got all the emails. I was banned for a day, which is fine. And now they wouldn't let us restream it. So fuck the DMCA.
F the Astros, F the Rays. Okay, Penny Pincher Gaming. I mean, I don't know what the Rays did. I actually like the Rays, but I don't know if you know this, but
nobody hates the Rays.
I spent a couple seasons on Tampa Bay. After that, I played for the Braves for a couple seasons, and then I played one season with the Seattle Mariners.
Dude, you were a journeyman, an MLB journeyman.
In Coach Pitch. 100%.
I was gonna roll with it that you're an MLB player.
I did play a couple seasons for the Astros, but this was before they were cheating, so I was not a part of it. Just so we're clear, this was back in maybe 2003. So.
Yeah, this is when you were maybe 7 or 10 or whatever. Holy shit.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the meat and potatoes here.
Yeah, man, let's do it.
The Browns are 4-1. How about that? That's we're not drunk. For people that may be in a coma or whatever, I mean, we're not. This is real life. This is 2020 at its finest, at its peak. And I don't know. I mean, the fact that the worst that the Browns could be after this coming Sunday against the Steelers is fucking Steelers week is 4-2. They could be 5-1, but the worst they're going to be is 4-2. By this time, usually the worst is 1-5, 2-4, 2-3, and whatever. It's never 4-2. They could be 5-1 and beat a division rival and be in first place.
They look good. They look extremely good. The Colts were the best defense coming into week 5, and they put up 32. The Browns have put up 30 points per game since they lost week 1 to the Ravens. That's pretty good.
Is that nuts? So
it's pretty good.
They're missing Nick Chubb, one of the best defenses in the NFL. They had an off night, and they still rushed for 124 yards. An off night is 124 rushing yards for the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, I would say the Colts have the best defense, according to stats, but I think the Steelers have maybe the toughest. They're tough, dude. They play hard.
I would say the thing is, the Eagles put up 29 points on the Steelers yesterday. I would say the Ravens have the best defense. I mean, I have them in fantasy football, and they're ranked second. The Steelers might be first. I have no idea, but the Ravens, I think, are the best defense in football.
I just think when you watch the Steelers D, it just looks to me take stats out of it. They just look like they play the toughest.
Sure.
TJ Watt is insane. But they just, I don't know. The Ravens, I don't know. They just look tough.
Here's my take. The Browns would be a top 5 defense. I mean, they're probably top 5, honestly. But they'd be a lot better if they didn't have fucking Andrew Sendeo in there. That guy needs to go to jail. I don't like that guy at all. That guy needs to go to federal prison. He's going to Cuyahoga County federal court. I had jury duty there last year, and oh boy, that sucked.
You know who
but
else?
In my case, I would have stayed, and I would have determined him guilty. I would have voted for him guilty.
You know who needs to be his cellmate?
Whoa.
Number 48 from my Niners, who they pulled up from the practice squad on Saturday and allowed Ryan Fitzpatrick to drop 3 TDs on his ass.
Oh, yeah?
That dude needs to be Sendejo's cellmate, without question. That dude looked like he had never played college ball in his life. Like they pulled him straight up from high school.
They would love it. They would be best friends.
Oh, my God, it was bad.
They'd be talking about all the blown coverage.
It was bad. And I feel bad for him. It was probably his first NFL start. He probably never played in the NFL yet before, and he just got torched by Ryan Fitzpatrick. Like, that's tough.
How do you recover from – it's like, hey, this is my first ever, like, NFL game. You're, like, really excited. And you let Ryan Fitzpatrick put 37 on your ass. Like, how do you recover?
Dude, I will say, Ryan Fitzpatrick gets a lot of shit. He's actually not bad at all. He's proven time and time again that he can hang points on people's heads.
He's not bad until week 6.
That's true. That's very true. But anyways, back to the Browns. Back to the Browns.
I hope Fitzpatrick does well, though. But yes. Okay, so I'm very happy. I mean, I don't know anybody who like is mad except for fucking Tony Grossi reporting. I don't know if you saw his presser. He asked like the most negative questions. He's like, do you regret like the play calls you put in? Like, do you trust Baker going forward? And it's like, and Stefanski like just answer like normally, but everyone else was like, fuck you, Tony Grossi, you asshole. Everyone's acting like we're 4-1. Like, yes, Baker hasn't been playing well, but the fact that our quarterback hasn't been playing like amazing, like he's been okay, but like in the fourth quarter is not good. But he's not been playing amazing, and you're telling me the Browns are 4-1? Like,
I mean, dude, I don't know.
I don't know.
He looked good. I thought he looked good yesterday. He was making throws. He was doing his thing. Like I thought it was probably his best game of the season, for sure.
He missed a lot of throws. I mean, he wasn't as bad. He had 2 picks yesterday too.
I know, but like they, at one point, it was like I think like leading. I think up to halftime, they had maybe had like. I don't even remember like the yardage. They had like almost no rushing yardage, and it was all done by Baker. Like, I mean, you can't really.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Like, he played well. I mean, I would take him on my 49ers. I would send Jimmy G to Cleveland in a heartbeat. Good luck with that.
We'll get into that because I do want to talk about that. But I think it's appropriate for us that we should because of extenuating circumstances and nobody's seeing that the Browns were going to be 4-1. I think we should be allowed to change our predictions from a few weeks ago. What do you think?
If you want.
I mean, I might just bump it up one game. Like, I was 10-6. I think I'm going to go back to
what
what
did I say?
9-7.
11-5.
11-5.
No, I said 9-7.
You did say 9-7. I said 10-6, but now I'm saying 11-5 because when we said that was after the Ravens game, the last time we were on a pod together.
Yeah. How long is Chubb out?
How long is what?
Chubb out, because that depends.
Minimum 2 more weeks.
Okay, that's not bad. I mean,
maybe 4.
I think the Browns will probably go 10-6. I'll stick to my original prediction because I think that's what I should be held accountable for like the beginning of the season, so all these Browns fans can just like call me an asshole. But like, I think they're gonna go 10-6, 11-5. To be honest, like that's what I think that they're gonna do. But I'll stick with 9-7. I said what my Niners were gonna go 13-3 or something, or no 12-4 I think.
Woo! I don't know what I said, but I think I said 9-7.
I hope they never win another game for the rest of the season. The 49ers. Don't win another game and trade up for the number 1 spot and get Trevor Lawrence.
So you're done.
Go for it.
I mean, you've been done on Jimmy Garoppolo before it was cool to be done, dude. I don't know. I follow so many people on 49ers Twitter. I'm friends with a lot of people with 49ers fans, and they were so high. Like, we can't wait to have Jimmy G like prove everybody wrong this week, whenever. And like, I swear to God, I've never seen. And like we're Browns fans. We know this shit. Like, we know. Like, giving high hopes to somebody and it being a failure. I've never seen a complete 180 like that before. I think there's like literally nobody that believes in Jimmy Garoppolo in San Francisco right now.
Well, I think he's getting exposed, personally. The defense carried the team last year, and they started to carry the team this year. When the offense is coming back. Kittle's back, Mostert's back, Debo's back. The offense is coming back, and the offense on paper is really, really good. The defense, your 2 star pass rushers are out. K'Wan Williams, probably one of the best slot corners in the league, out. I think Richard Sherman is still out. So the defense is so beat up that, like, I can't fully blame Jimmy because that defense can't stop anything. I mean, they let Ryan Fitzpatrick hang 40 on him, and that's not Jimmy G's fault. The picks are, and the picks were thrown in, like, not the greatest area, so it gave the Dolphins like favorable field position. Right. But to me, you can't hang it all on Jimmy, but like, I think it's getting exposed that, like, if he doesn't have that defense to put him in good field position and to keep the games close, he can't just get it done. Like, he can't go out there and just sling the ball. Like, he couldn't compete with Ryan Fitzpatrick, and that's insane. And he's getting paid $140 million.
That's the thing, dude. Even if they go and get Lawrence next year, they don't somehow. I mean, because I don't know how they get Lawrence next year, because they got to compete with the Giants and the Jets, so they got to start losing real quick.
Yeah, I'm looking up how many years. I don't remember how many years they signed him to, Jimmy G. 7 years. Oh no. No. 5-year, $140 million. He has this year and 2 more years until he's so 3 more seasons till he's an unrestricted free agent.
Bro,
that's bad. I'm fucked.
I'm serious, man. I don't know. I mean, we talked about this off air that maybe, Kyle Shanahan said he was he had like a tight ankle and he was kind of battling that and nursing that is the term. And then Jimmy G's like, well, I think I just need to play better. I don't know.
That's conflicting statements. To me, that's conflicting statements.
Oh, I think so too. Like, I mean, it might just be Jimmy G saying like, I gotta play better and maybe downplaying an injury. But, dude, I don't know.
I mean, he could have easily.
I think he's gone. I think he's gone after this year. But how do you get rid of him?
That's why he's not gone. He's not gone.
No, he'll be on the bench. He'll just be on the bench.
You're not going to let $140 million sit on your bench and work out his ass cheeks. There's no way.
Did you say you just wanted Trevor Lawrence, though?
I want someone else. Like,
that's true.
Why couldn't we get a backup like Herbert?
I don't know, man. I don't know. The thing is, everybody they don't want to money talks for real. And when you invest that much money into somebody, you're paying them. But it also means that we believe that this guy is going to get it done, and he's showing the exact opposite this season.
Because he got lucky. He was 5-0 in his starts with New England, and he was 6-0 in his starts with the Niners to start. So when he signed that contract, he had never lost a game yet. So it's like, how do you blame the front office? Like, you can't blame them.
They jumped on it so quick. They did. He only played he got injured. Like, he tore his ACL after the first game.
And he just hasn't been the same since. I mean, you don't go to the Super Bowl off of throwing 9 passes. That's what he did. They beat the Packers and he threw 9 times. That defense carried that entire team.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting.
And now that they're all beat up, he's just getting exposed. I mean, it just is what it is.
$140 million and throw 9 times in the NFC Championship game.
It was some crazy number like that.
They killed the Packers, but how do you do that?
I know, against Aaron Rodgers, man. I mean, but dude, honestly, enough. I can't really take. I don't really care because
What about the Browns?
the team is good. The quarterback is not. The team is a championship team. The quarterback is not a championship quarterback, and that just is what it is. But
Yeah, that's awful.
I told everybody back to the Browns that Kevin Stefanski was the guy. You take the offense from that he had in Minnesota, and you basically just switch out the names of the players and put it in Cleveland, and look at what he's doing. 4-1. The Vikings are what, 1-5, or what? No. 1-4, right?
Yep.
Terrible.
Dude,
I knew it.
It's 2020 in a damn nutshell. I picked the Niners to be the Super Bowl when we did our predictions. I said the Niners were going to, go back to the Super Bowl this year. I said I wouldn't be surprised if it would be a Chiefs-Niners Super Bowl. Actually, I think I picked the Bucs.
Because the defense, they have the best defense because the Niners have the best defense in the league on paper. They're the best defense, easily.
Bro, they shut Aaron Rodgers out in the championship game.
That's what I'm saying.
Look at the Packers this year. The Packers are undefeated. They look really good.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's fucking Steelers week. We got to talk about that.
I know.
Steelers
It
week.
is. It is. I'm going to say here, right now, I think the Browns are going to win. 100%.
I'm gonna say it too, dude. I
think they're gonna win.
I'm all in.
I just think their confidence is high. Jarvis looks good. Baker looks good. Odell looks good. Hooper just catches fucking anything, to be honest with you. And Kareem is a special talent of a running back that we are blessed to have as a backup. I mean, it just doesn't get much better than that, to be honest with you.
He's the 9th leading rusher in the NFL, at least when I checked last week, and those are backup numbers. It's probably going to be up more this week. He's 8th right now. He's the 8th best in terms of rushing yards, 8th best running back. In terms of touchdowns, he is let me see real quick. I'm getting food right now. Kareem is tied for 11th, but yeah.
I mean, still, you basically have nice.
I got food.
Nice. You basically have a backup running back who could be a number 1 starter on any team.
So the point is, we have a top 10 running back on our team, and he's a backup. And the other guy is arguably the best running back in the NFL right now. I don't care what anybody says. I would say.
Thank you, Tyler.
I would say Dalvin Cook and Josh Jacobs right now, maybe better. I think Chubb is the best running back in the NFL. I don't know. It sucks that he's out because the stats are they're not going to favor him for that. But he barely missed the NFL rushing title last year because Freddie Kitchens fucked up at the end of the year.
I'm not trying to be biased. I mean, you say it's Chubb, I say it's Mostert. I mean, to be honest with you, that dude is the fastest running back in NFL history. 23 miles per hour on a touchdown, that's unheard of. That's never been done. The dude is an absolute monster.
He's a monster, but he's not a monster. Dude.
Oh, I see what you did there.
But he's not – why – you're definitely biased. I don't see him on any list for –
Because he's been hurt the past 3 weeks.
I know, but he still wasn't that good.
Yes, he is. Bro, before he got hurt, he was the 5th best running back in fantasy, dude. Running all over everyone, everything. He's a pass catcher.
Who's number 1? Who's number 1?
I don't fucking care.
Number 1, Nick Chubb. Don't be comparing top 5s, dude. That's backup numbers. That's Kareem Hunt numbers. We are talking about number 1.
I'm just saying, if he wasn't hurt, Most would be the best.
No, I agree. He's pretty good.
He's so good. He's so good. And he's undrafted too, which makes it even better.
So who do we think is going to what do you think the score is? We both have a dub for the Browns. I think
it's going to be a close game. Very close game. I think it's going to be decided by Cody Parkey.
I think
it's going to be decided by Cody Parkey. It's going to be a 42-yard field goal to seal the game.
What's the score?
24-23.
oh, we're down and we got to win the game. It's not we're going to overtime or if we miss. It's either win or lose. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Win or lose,
Dude,
game
right.
decided by Cody Parkey because big dude. I mean, as Tyler just informed me, the Steelers do not have a win this year against a team that has over one win. And the Browns just beat the 3-1 Colts.
We've beaten teams that have also gotten like wins. I mean, maybe just one or two, but
that's what I'm saying.
An awful schedule. They played an
the
awful
Steelers
schedule.
have had the most favorable schedule to start the season, but Big Ben looks good. Their number 3 wide receiver, what's his name? I can't remember. He just balled out yesterday.
Chase Claypool.
Chase Claypool looks like an absolute stud. James Conner's doing his thing. Their defense is good. It's going to be a tough game. I think it's going to be one of the best games of the week, to be honest with you. I'm just
telling you. No. And everybody's advocating for it to move to Sunday Night Football. It has to be. It has to be. It's a great game. You know what? I'm going to say this. So we talked about this. What did we say? We said the Browns haven't scored less than 30 points since week 1. I am saying that trend is going to continue. I don't care if it's the Steelers where we just played the Colts. The Colts have a great defense. I'm saying 31 Browns, 28 Steelers. 31-28. That is my final prediction.
So you think
I also think Cody Parkey seals it with a field goal.
So you agree with that?
I do because listen to this. Baker has been awful in the fourth quarter statistically. He's been terrible. First half very good, third quarter okay, fourth quarter very bad.
Well, I think the Browns will be leading going into the fourth.
I think so too.
I just think yes, the Colts have the best defense in the NFL statistically, but I think the Steelers they're just going to play us tougher. Like, they're going to look better than the Colts because it's a divisional game. They hate the Browns. Like, it's just that, like, the Browns are good. Mike Tomlin's going to prepare. I mean, he knows the Browns aren't a fluke, clearly. Like, I feel like the first couple of games, people think the Browns are still the Browns. Clearly, they're not. What was that clip of that one kid you posted on your Twitter, I think, when he said that the Cowboys are saying, he's like, damn, we're getting beat by the Cleveland Browns, but little do they know that we're actually fucking good. That was an awesome quote.
That's not just some kid. That's the best right guard in the NFL. That's the best guard in the NFL right now, Wyatt Teller. And we missed him, and credit to Chris Hubbard for stepping up. Yeah, I think it's going to be 31-28. I would love to see Baker, lead a nice fourth quarter, like last-minute drive, and then have Cody Parkey hit it from, let's say, yeah, sure, I'll say 42 as well. Why not?
42-yard field goal.
Redemption for him for what he did in Chicago, unfortunately. It wasn't his fault because the laces were out or whatever, in whatever it is. They were facing the wrong way. I'm not a fucking kicker. But
yeah,
dude, I don't know, man. I'm excited. I think a lot of Steelers fans, and I got this consensus from a few that I'm friends with online. They are very worried because a lot of Steelers fans think it's going to be a fucking blowout. They think it's going to be a blowout. And some of them, like, I am worried because a lot of these people are going to be disappointed. I'm like, I agree with you. It's going to be a much closer game. And one thing we did not even talk about or mention to this point is that our boy, Myles Garrett, it's going to be the first time that he's back in Pittsburgh since November 14th. The only reason I know that is because that's my anniversary. So I had a great dinner, only watched the final 3 minutes of the game, and I saw Myles Garrett almost kill a human being on live TV. Almost take his head off on live TV. And I was like, wow, this is weird.
What are the odds he tries to kill Big Ben?
Just tries to kill Big Ben?
Yeah. What are the odds?
Zero. Dude, that guy got suspended. That guy's lucky he's still playing this year. Like, he got reinstated after a 6-game suspension. So, yeah. No way. Dude, but it's going to be – I mean, they have fans there. It's not going to be remotely as full as it normally is.
Dude,
but
Myles Garrett is public enemy number 1 in Pittsburgh for a long time.
What's that?
He's public enemy number 1 in Pittsburgh for a long time.
Yeah. Myles Garrett is we need to talk about him because he is a candidate for MVP this year. Like, that's not me just saying it. That's like everybody saying it. Like, if in terms of, I mean, he has 8 sacks already. I mean, how many forced turnovers or whatever. I mean, he is a killer this year, and he is out on like a mini revenge tour of his own. I think he's going to have his best game of the year this coming. I mean, whether it shows up in the stat sheets or not, because they could double him, sure.
Yeah.
He is going – all he wants to do is to go after Ben Roethlisberger. And I think – I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he had a couple sacks Sunday.
He's going to be Defensive Player of the Year, without question.
He's going to be Defensive Player of the Year, but I think he's going to be MVP. I mean, he right now could be MVP.
Have they ever given an MVP to a defensive player?
All I know is
ever
it
happened?
never happens. Can we get Tyler?
I'm going to look that up right now.
Yeah, you look it up. I'm excited, man. I've never been this confident going into a Steelers game with Ben playing. Obviously, last year I was like, okay, Mason Rudolph. I was pretty confident about the Duck Hodges one, and then we lost that one.
It's only happened 2 times in history.
Who won it?
One was Alan Page in 71, and the second one is Lawrence Taylor, which I feel like that's kind of obvious. And that was in 86.
The defensive player of all time. Wow.
Yeah, and that was in 86. So it's possible. It is possible.
I mean, because Baker just isn't – he has 9 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. He's not playing at MVP level. Chubb, you could have said maybe would have been MVP, but he's hurt. So he's probably not going to get it because he's not going to play a full amount of games. And 100%. They're winning. They just got a great team on offense, and they got so many guys, so many weapons that, if usually you give it to the quarterback, I don't think he's going to get that. But if the Browns finish 11-5 and go to the playoffs, you got to give the MVP to them because of their history. You have to. You have to at least consider Myles Garrett. And he's the guy that's showing up week in and week out, whether it's on the stat sheet or he's forcing things because he's getting double teamed. He's putting these numbers up and he's getting double and triple teamed. That's what just blows my mind.
He's playing his ass off.
Yeah. All right. So let's take a 2-minute break. We'll come right back. Or do you want to take a break?
We don't have to.
Let's just fucking keep going. Fuck it.
All right, cool. Let's do it.
We're going.
Let's do it.
Hey, is Tyler okay? Is he okay?
Yeah, he's cool with it.
Yeah. Love to see it.
Cool.
I miss being there. I'm not telling anybody where I am right now, but I'll be back. I don't know when. Hopefully soon.
Dude, I miss you being here. Shit sucks.
I know, dude. It's just it's your yacht, though, man. But I just feel like
it's my yacht. Yeah, I know.
I miss being on the yacht. It sucks just kind of looking at that. I'm not even seeing the yacht right now. All right, so we talked about the Lakers, talked about the Browns and our predictions. I mean, I think we've both given up on Jimmy Garoppolo. I mean, he could come back from this, sure.
I'm gonna give him 2 more weeks. He's got 2 more weeks. I'm fucking ready to just sell him at a garage sale. I don't even give a shit.
How would you feel about Justin Fields
coming to the Niners?
Yeah.
I would.
I just don't think you're going to get Lawrence. I don't think the 49ers are going to get Lawrence. I think he's going to be a Jet or a Giant or a Falcon.
Dude, him in Atlanta with Calvin Ridley and Julio Jones would actually be pretty nasty.
I don't think Matt Ryan is the problem, though.
He's not.
Their offense isn't that bad. It's their defense. They get hung on, dude. They're horrible.
It's because their defense is just like the Niners. All of them are hurt. They're all hurt, dude. All of the star players are out. They're slowly getting them back, but they're all out. So you're having second and third string guys fill holes. I mean, it is what it is.
Do we have anything from the chat? Are they saying anything?
A couple people were saying some stuff. Browns in 6.
Browns in 6. I love that, dude. I will never get tired of saying Cavs in 6. I'm going to retweet the stream, though, so more people see it.
Myles Garrett over TJ Watt.
Myles Garrett, bro. Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett is going to be MVP this year, dude. Everybody's like, oh, you're so dumb, dude. TJ Watt did so much better last year. I'm like, Myles Garrett also played 6 less games. I'm telling you, dude. He's going to have his best game of his career on Sunday. He is out for blood. That dude is out for blood. We hate the fucking Pittsburgh Steelers because of our, history of growing up and being fans.
Of course.
That dude has been on the squad for 4 years now. That dude wants fucking vengeance. He is out for blood on Ben Roethlisberger. Could you imagine if Roethlisberger gets injured and Mason Rudolph comes in? Do you think Mason just like pretends he's sick? Like, dude, I think he's gonna like. I actually pray that Roethlisberger doesn't get injured, but maybe he comes out because they suck so much,
or because no. That's not gonna happen. They're not gonna suck. I say I would like to see him maybe take like a rough hit, and maybe he has to like sit out for like a play, or he has like a cramp, like harmless stuff, you know?
Okay.
Maybe he has like a gnarly Charlie horse.
Hey. So Mason Rudolph comes in for like a play or two,
for a play or two, maybe 3,
and Miles
maybe
just lights him. Dude, I guarantee you, he just lights him up.
100%.
I would love to see.
Big Ben didn't even do anything, and like that kind of sucks because I feel like Big Ben's like mad at Mason Rudolph for it. He's like, now I have to go out here on Sunday and Myles Garrett's gonna kick my ass for you being a fucking douchebag. Like, I don't know, something's gonna happen where it's just like,
I'm telling you, he said something, and I don't think it's what everybody else thinks it was. I think it was something even worse. But I'm not going to talk about it.
Of course.
What? Yeah, I'm excited, man. I think it's going to be a good one. We can talk about the Chargers versus Saints tonight. I know we were talking about that off air. That's the Monday night game tonight. We got a Tuesday night game tomorrow, too. Isn't that the Bills and Titans? Because the Titans, dude, first off, fuck the Tennessee Titans. Just fuck them. Just for real.
Do you think Vrabel should be suspended?
Funny thing is, I tailgated with so Mike Vrabel is from Northeast Ohio.
Okay.
I tailgated with people in his family last year but right before they hung 43 points on the Browns week 1 last year. And I was like, wow, we suck.
Yeah.
They are really good people. But fuck the Tennessee Titans. And Vrabel should be suspended the rest of the year because they got memos saying that I have practices about our groups of large people outside of the facilities. They continue to do so. They did not listen to memos. And look at all this shit that's happened. They're threatening the cancellation of the league by doing this. I mean, it's just what the hell are they even doing?
Yeah, no, that's not cool. And I don't know,
man. But anyway, that's Titans Bills Tuesday. Tonight we got Chargers Saints. Let's talk about what you were saying before off air. You were saying that Justin Herbert potentially could be a better quarterback right now than Drew Brees.
I was asking you that because. And I was only asking you that because of the fact that Aaron Rodgers is my fantasy quarterback. They're on a bye this week, the Packers. So I had to choose between Teddy Bridgewater and Justin Herbert. Teddy Bridgewater balled out on the Falcons, but I picked up Herbert instead because.
Oh, I started Bridgewater, dude. I picked up Bridgewater.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I fucked up because Bridgewater, had like a little over 30 points or something, but Deshaun Watson had 40 and he was on my bench. So that kind of sucked.
Yeah, but I mean, did you really think that was going to happen?
Dude, what sucks is Tyrod Taylor should be a starting quarterback, but the trainer almost killed him before one of the games. He punctured his chest. Accidentally.
Well, see, some doctors said it happens a lot more. It's a lot more common than you think.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
it sounded bad, dude. It was funny because not with that, but obviously Tyrod Taylor gets rushed to the hospital or whatever, and then I guess so they're going to kick off and the Chargers are gonna get the ball, and the coach goes over to Justin Herbert and goes, "Hey, you're starting." As it's right before they're about to kick off, he finds out that he's the starter for that game. He got no.
Wow.
No information before. It wasn't 5 minutes before. It wasn't an hour before the game. It was 30 seconds before he'd be on the field. Hey, you're starting, which might be a good thing, dude, because you don't think about all this stuff. You're it's out. It's out.
You just got to step on the field and just play. I think it's awesome, dude. Herbert,
yeah.
I mean, to be honest with you, Herbert, I mean, dude, Tyrod Taylor's not a bad quarterback, and he's not a bad person either. So I feel I feel for him because of how it went down in Cleveland, and then I did see an article that the Chargers head coach was talking about having to tell Tyrod Taylor that he wasn't going to be the starter, and he was really pissed off. It did not go over well at all. So I feel bad for him, but I mean, dude, you got a young guy who you clearly drafted to be the future of your franchise. He's coming out here, and he's balling. like he's playing better than I think Tyrod would have played, and I think they see that.
Bro,
So,
he is a good quarterback. He's a big quarterback. He's accurate. He can he can chuck the ball. He played very well at Oregon. Very well. I'm an Auburn fan by relationship, so I watched them last year. I watched Auburn beat Oregon last year, but Herbert didn't really have anybody. Didn't have a good offensive line. Auburn's defensive line was very good, and Herbert balled out still. He's a great quarterback. So I hope he does really well. I think the Chargers are going to win tonight. We also let me get your prediction first, and I need to talk about something after that.
I think if the Chargers win tonight, Michael Thomas comes out of the locker room and punches Justin Herbert right in the face.
Dude, I was just going to talk about the thing I was wanting to talk about was Michael Thomas. Dude, he's on my fucking fantasy team. I drafted him, 6th overall. That's small scheme compared to this thing, but I'm so confused because he is he was injured. He was battling an injury or whatever, so he's questionable with that. And then they say he's not going to play. I'm like, oh, that sucks. I hope he heals up. We then find out that he's actually fine, but he's actually just an idiot because he got in a fight with a teammate and they suspended. Dude, when you get in a fight with somebody and you get suspended, it's football. You're gonna have confrontations and things like that. So that to me sounds that's like a giant red flag, and that's supposed to be your number one guy, captain, and he's doing this shit. He rubs me the wrong way sometimes because all he does is complain and whine and bitch and moan.
But Michael Jordan punched Steve Kerr in the face.
That's true, man. But Michael Jordan's the GOAT, man. Dude, Michael Jordan, if he played now, he would have won a championship during the pandemic, man. You got to understand that.
Yeah, but I think that Michael Thomas is the best receiver in the league.
Can he play, please? Can he please play?
I think Michael Thomas has the opportunity to be on Jerry Rice level. If he wins rings, though. If he wins, for some reason right now, I feel like the Saints have the same curse that Cleveland has or had. It just seems like every time they're close or they're almost there, something just completely crazy happens and they just lose. I don't know. The Saints are just cursed. I don't know what it is, but if Michael Thomas, I don't know. He has the talent and he has the skill set to be one of the best receivers this game has ever seen. So, I like it. If it was a competitive punch, I like it. If it was him just being an asshole, then I don't like it. But if who was the player he punched, do we know his position? Because I didn't really look into it.
No, I didn't either.
Because if he was a corner, then I think that's just a competitive thing. If he was locking him up in practice, then I think that's awesome. I think you should go at it and play your ass off in practice. But if it was him just kind of I don't know, being a bitch, then I don't know, that's kind of shitty. Hopefully not, but
dude, it baffles me, man. The best wide receiver in the league this year is DK Metcalf, and that I don't understand that.
DK Metcalf is also a monster. He's huge. He's stocky. He's tall. He's
people
huge.
People draft him because
just throw the ball up to him and he'll just catch it. He's like a fucking vacuum.
He is a vacuum, dude. So he dropped the game-winning pass on first down yesterday at the goal line, and on fourth down he caught the game-winning pass. So it's dude, people passed on him because of his 3-cone shuttle speed or whatever it was because he couldn't turn. They said he couldn't turn. What a stupid thing to not draft somebody. Oh, because his 3-cone. Yeah, he's a beast and he can lift all this and he's actually really fast. But the way he turns in his 3-cone shuttle thing, which is such a stupid thing to hold somebody back from.
Speaking of stupid things, I think the NFL Combine is the dumbest thing ever.
Dude, the 40-yard dash is so stupid.
It's all stupid.
When are you going to sprint 40 yards? You're just going to sprint 40 yards? When are you going to do that? It baffles me because a guy is going to run a 4.4 instead of a 4 whatever. It makes no sense. The other things are really stupid too. And it's proved, dude, Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback to ever play the fucking game. and arguably has one of the worst NFL combines in history.
It's just stupid. It's so dumb. It's literally the dumbest shit ever. Is that guys drop because of it, and then they end up being one of the best to ever drop. I mean, who knows? DK Metcalf could be one of the best receivers for Seattle in Seattle history. Like he could just
probably
be.
will. I think he will be. I
don't know. Tyler Lockett and Doug Baldwin are pretty up there, but
I agree.
We'll
but Metcalf, dude, his second year, he's already going off.
I know, 100%.
So I don't know, man. So do you think the Chargers are going to win tonight and Michael Thomas punches Herbert in the face?
Yeah, he either punches Herbert, or if like Emmanuel Sanders drops the game-winning touchdown, he's gonna come out. He's just gonna come out and beat his ass. I don't know. Something's gonna happen, but I think the Chargers. I don't think they win. I think it's a high-scoring game.
I do too.
And I think ultimately the talent that the Saints have wins out. Because, I mean, Austin Eckler is hurt for the Chargers. He's out for who knows how long. Melvin Gordon's obviously gone, so their running backs aren't bad. It's that Kelly kid, right?
Joshua Kelly and Justin Jackson. Those are the two. I have Kelly on my bench. I'm good, though, because I put 150 on Jack Kelly's ass.
Yeah, not terrible. But, I mean, so their running backs are tough. Obviously, they have Keenan Allen, but their other receivers aren't, like, anything spectacular. I just think it's going to be a high-scoring game, but I think the talent and the experience of Drew Brees is going to win out by a touchdown or less.
I see. That is a very mature and intellectual response. I am very mad at Michael Thomas for not playing once again. So, in spite of him, I'm going to say the Chargers will win tonight, and I will say the exact same thing by a field goal or a touchdown. There you go.
Yeah, for sure.
We need to talk about Dak Prescott. That's a thing that happened, and I feel so bad for that guy. The Cowboys have said that he's still the future because he hasn't gotten paid yet. He's on a franchise tag. I mean, their season's – I mean, they beat the Giants yesterday, but the Giants – dude, the Giants have Freddie Kitchens. I keep forgetting about that. They suck. They suck. They lost to Andy Dalton.
They got Freddie Kitchens?
Yeah, he's like I think he's like a running back coach again. I think he's like some sort of like assistant.
He should be the fucking water boy.
I mean, dude, he is the water boy, basically. Well, let me look up what he is. Freddie Kitchens is he's a tight ends coach for the Giants.
Oh my god.
Wait. Who are their tight ends right now?
Evan Ingram.
Who is he coaching?
Evan Ingram is actually really good.
Evan Ingram. Yeah, he's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's definitely top 7 in the league, probably.
Bro, I just saw the worst picture of Freddie Kitchens. That
dude,
that cameraman did him injustice.
But I mean, Evan Ingram was good before Freddie Kitchens got there.
Okay,
so like I don't think.
Right. No,
I
he's
think,
very good.
To be honest, like I honestly would not be surprised if Evan Ingram is coaching Freddie Kitchens.
Is what?
Is coaching Freddie Kitchens? Yeah.
On what, eating? Dude,
something.
All right, so receiving this year,
there.
is wait. Yeah. This year, Evan Ingram has 0 touchdowns. I think he had a rushing touchdown yesterday, and it was for a yard. So 9 yards. So let's give him some credit there. But he has 0. Like, so what is Freddie Kitchens coaching? Anyways, tangent.
I'm telling you, he's not.
The Giants suck. So the Cowboys should have won with Andy Dalton. That's fine. But their season's done. I mean, the thing is, actually, their season's not done because the NFC East is fucking garbage.
Not only that, but, dude, Andy Dalton was not a bad quarterback, man.
He wasn't. He didn't really have anything in Cincinnati.
And look at the weapons that he has in Dallas.
I agree. I mean, give him a week to prepare and get the reps with the ones. I think he'll do good. But dude, so maybe I'm gonna take a 180. I think the Cowboys actually might win the division still because the Eagles fucking suck. They're miserable. The Washington football team is an absolute joke. Shout out to Alex Smith though for playing yesterday. That's a miraculous.
So
story
happy
itself.
for him.
The fact
His
that
wife looked scared as shit.
his wife was like
She looked like
actually
she was
thought
gonna
he was
puke
shot.
all over his 3 kids.
Bro, dude, imagine your first game. You have to go up against fucking Aaron Donald.
That's
Aaron
what I'm saying,
Donald
dude. Alex Smith was getting his ass kicked. He got sacked like 5 or 6 times.
Do you hear what Aaron Donald said? He's like, that knee is really hard. Like he said that leg is really hard. Like it's hard to like take. He was like testing the guy's leg.
Oh my God. That's not what you want to hear at all.
No.
At
but
all.
Dude, all those teams suck in the fucking NFL. So I feel so bad for Dak.
Me too.
I think they're gonna give him his bag. I think just
but dude, everyone says that, but if I was Dak, I wouldn't want a sympathy contract because I broke my ankle. I wouldn't want that. Like that's not. I don't think that does it justice. I don't think that makes him feel good. Like
dude? I don't know, man. I mean, he's gonna be a Cowboy for.
I hope so because, okay, yes, he hasn't won a playoff game. Did I think he was worth the money he was asking? Not necessarily. Strictly because of wins and, like, carrying them deep into the playoffs. That was the biggest thing for me. So I do believe that Dak Prescott should be a Cowboy for life. I mean, he was offered like $38 million and turned it down a year.
Allegedly. That was something put up by Jerry Jones, so we don't know that.
That
for sure.
contract he should have accepted without question. I don't know if he's beating himself up over it now or if he really thinks he's worth more than that, but I don't think he's worth Patrick Mahomes' money. I don't think he's worth like Deshaun Watson money.
Ooh. I think he's the 4th best quarterback in the NFL behind.
I think Deshaun Watson's better. I mean, Deshaun Watson took them deeper into the playoffs. He's proven that he could win games. Like that's all that I want to see is Dak Prescott win the big game, even if it's not the Super Bowl, dude. Just win a playoff game. Like his numbers are unreal. He was leading the league in passing, correct? Coming into yesterday, he was like almost at like 3,000 yards. He was like 300 shy.
Bro, he's been killing it.
Like he's throwing the ball all over the field.
I think before yesterday, Dak was the 4th best quarterback in the NFL.
He should be the long-term quarterback.
Jackson, just 100%. You know. Deshaun Watson.
I can understand Jerry Jones' hesitation to pay him Patrick Mahomes type of money.
He shouldn't get that money, though. He shouldn't get it.
But I think that's what he was asking for. That's at least what it seemed, that he wanted the same payout as what Mahomes got. He's going to want the same payout that like Lamar Jackson's getting. Like he believes he's on that level. And I do believe he is, but it's the same thing. It's literally the Jimmy Garoppolo experience. I can't fully hang it all on Jimmy because the defense is so bad. I can't fully hang it all on Dak because that defense can't fucking stop anybody.
Well, there's nothing to hang on Dak. Dak was putting up numbers.
That's what I'm saying, and that defense can't stop anything.
No, couldn't stop you and me, bro.
They can't stop me from eating a 10-piece from McDonald's.
No, dude, nobody can.
Like,
you're a savage.
I'm serious, though.
I know.
Like, they're awful, and that's the problem. Like, it's hard to really put things all on a quarterback if they're not winning games when, like, if it's the defense's fault. I mean, how do you blame Dak? It's hard.
I don't think anybody's blaming Dak. I don't know where you're getting that from, but I don't think anybody is blaming Dak Prescott. That dude was playing for like MVP numbers this year, like in spite of how bad the Cowboys defense is. I do think that he is the 4th best quarterback behind Watson, Mahomes, and I do think Wilson is the best quarterback in the NFL, and bum-ass Lamar Jackson is number 5. Sorry.
Wait, who's the best quarterback in the NFL?
Russell Wilson.
You left Mahomes out of that top 4.
No, number 2, I said Patrick, or whatever.
Oh, so
Watson, Mahomes, Wilson.
So you think he's number 5?
Lamar Jackson is number 5. Minimum. Max.
So where's Dak Prescott?
4. I said he's 4.
You think he's better than Lamar?
Oh, yeah.
I think so, too. Yeah.
I would take him right now. Dude, I shat on Dak last year, and I couldn't have been more wrong. That dude deserves that bag. He doesn't deserve Mahomes' money because there's only one person that deserves $500 million at age 24, and that is Patrick Mahomes. But Dak, I would not be surprised if he's somewhere in the upper 30s. Would not be surprised.
What about honestly, Derek Carr looked elite yesterday.
Dude, he looked good yesterday. He looked really good.
He said, "Put some respect on my name." That's what he
Did
said.
he actually say that?
No, but he should have because
I heard LeBron say that. That's like a LeBron thing.
I know he balled out. Like
Dude, he killed it.
he destroyed it. And that Raiders defense, tough as nails. They showed up and they got it done, which I think is awesome. One thing I did want to bring up after the prayers for Dak, because that really is terrible. But did you see the clip of AJ Green like getting into that argument with his coach? And at the end of it,
he said, just trade me.
Just trade me.
Yeah,
That's interesting. I mean, it's not going to be for much, that's for sure. But I don't think he cares. I mean, like, I don't think he cares. Like, he's probably not going to get signed to an extension for much money. He's been hurt. He's not performing. I just don't know if he wants to be in Cincinnati, like the rebuild project, waiting for Joe Burrow. Like, I just think he's done. Like, he just wants a change of scenery. He just wants to go somewhere else.
No, he wants to win. He wants to win for sure. And I mean, it sucks because Joe Burrow's gonna be a good quarterback, but AJ Green's at the point of his career where he's not trying to be a part of a rebuild. That's like mentally draining on you as a veteran. So
what team do you think that he would fit in the most?
Cowboys?
No, I don't think so at all. That's the worst pick.
Yeah, that was a pretty dumb pick.
That was the worst pick. They have great receivers.
Well, then who? I mean, like, because he would want to join like a contender. He's not gonna go to the fucking Giants or Jets. He would actually need them. Also, they're talking about Sam Darnold getting traded.
For what?
Did you see that?
For what? A package of ramen noodles, chicken flavored?
Anything, dude. They're 0-5. I mean, he's not even playing right now. Joe Flacco's in.
God, Sam Darnold. I'm so happy the Browns did not draft him, dude. Oh my God.
Up until draft day, it was Sam Darnold. And then that morning, Sheffy's like, nope, it's gonna be Baker Mayfield. And I was like, hell yeah.
Dude, I would like to see AJ Green. Sorry. I would like to see AJ Green go to the Texans.
Oh, yes, that would make a lot of sense. Specifically since Bill O'Brien isn't there to fuck him over anymore.
Bill O'Brien's gone. They got Kenny Stills and they got Brandon Cooks and they got Will Fuller, but I think AJ Green could like fit in there and really do some damage.
Oh yeah, he could be a 2 or 3 for sure.
That'd be
or
sick.
1. I don't know.
He could be the one. Brandon Cooks looked incredible, but we know Brandon Cooks doesn't do that kind of stuff every game. It's like a once every 4 game thing for him.
Right.
But still.
I think so too. Yeah, good point. Also, do you want to talk about Pokemon cards for like 3 minutes and then show over?
Yeah.
Because we're approaching an hour.
Yeah, the world of Pokemon and Nintendo is really coming alive. Actually, funny, real quick, it was so funny. We were talking about this like right before the show, and I remember I was on Twitter like as soon as I got here, and Nate Shot actually posted a tweet, and he was like, with everything going on with Pokemon, he's like, I really regret giving my cousin an entire binder of holographic cards when he was little. Yeah, he gave his cousin an entire binder of first generation holographic cards when he was like a little kid because he just didn't want them.
That dude literally gave away potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, but I don't know who his cousin is, but I'm sure his cousin could use the money a little more.
Probably.
I think he needs it.
Dude, talk about Logan, my boy Logan Paul though. I mean, he like inflated like the market. I want to get cards. You want to get? I think we're gonna go half and half on a pack, and like, dude, that's like $400 for like.
Dude, I'd be down. If I lose, I'd be fucked, but I'd be down to do it.
Dude, like the financial windfall that we would be in.
Dude,
it's
but
like,
imagine.
Can you imagine, dude, if we just like paid $400 for a pack, like we go 200 in each, we open it, and the last card is a fucking holographic like Venomoth or something. It's like, are you serious?
Nuts, dude.
That would be
Literally
so
nuts. I remember, it's crazy, like seeing these cards online, like the 25 most rarest Pokemon cards ever is like Pikachu, Charizard, that one trainer card. Like I remember at like daycare with my friends, and we all would bring our cards, like seeing these cards. Like I've literally held them, I've touched them, I've seen them with my own eyes. Little to know that like later, if you had 2 of them, you could be making like 15 grand.
That's the thing, dude. You literally were holding on to something that like is potentially worth like tens of thousands of dollars and just like gave it away without even knowing.
Dude, Pokemon's one of my all-time favorite games. My 6th birthday party was Pokemon themed. Everything was Pokemon for me. Like I played I mean, with me being the gaming person, Pokemon, I really credit Pokemon to like the birth of my love for gaming, because my parents got gifted like a old school Nintendo for their wedding, which is like one of the coolest wedding gifts ever. So like I played that to start out, but once I got my hands on a Game Boy and once I started playing Pokemon Blue version was the first one I ever had. That really, like, I obsessed over that game. I obsessed over that entire franchise. I bought every game. I bought the new Game Boy every year. Like, I had the strategy guides. I had like everything, T-shirts. Like, I was just crazy, dude. Remember going to Burger King and getting it wasn't a Happy Meal. I don't know what they called it. I don't know if anyone knows. A Mighty Kids Meal. You were getting a Mighty Kids Meal, and they had those golden Pokemon cards in like the plastic cases. Dude, I went to Burger King all the time. I got like 3 of those probably. I wonder if those are worth anything. Probably not, but
dude, it might be shit. I don't know.
Dude, those things were so sick. Like I obsess over it. So to see this like resurgence come back of all these people that are our age, like just we all look like we're 5. Just like
dude,
obsessing over it. It's so awesome.
Like it's the fact that like everybody loves Pokemon, everybody loves Pokemon cards. Like, and the fact that it's profitable. Like we like I mean everybody, Gary Vee always pushes like sports cards and things like that. I don't know enough about sports cards to do that. I do know a lot about Pokemon cards, and that's why Gary Vee said that exact same thing to Logan Paul. And the fact that Logan Paul is making me interested in Pokemon cards in 2020 is the least surprising thing because it's 2020.
But dude, I mean, we all like Pokemon.
If you don't love Pokemon, you're an idiot. I don't trust you, and I don't want to talk to you.
Like, dude, I would love to like get one of those. I forget what they're called, but like where you could basically have like a Game Boy like on your computer or on your phone.
Emulator. I have a Game Boy emulator.
Dude, I would love to stream that on.
I have Pokemon Yellow on my emulator.
Dude, I would love to stream that on Twitch. Oh, it'd be so fun. Just like a chill day.
Dude, I swear to God, next stream, get an emulator right after this. Stream Pokemon. Just do it. Just fucking do it. See what, dude, I don't know anybody else that's doing it. I'm sure there is. Just do it. See what happens, please.
Dude, that would be so fun.
Do it.
It would just bring back so many memories for me, dude. It'd be so much fun.
Just do it. Please just do it once. See what happens. If it doesn't work, don't ever do it again. But I think it'd be so cool.
It's just the thing is that like the TikTok community, they're younger, so like they don't really play it. Like I don't think they have that like.
Dude, a lot of people play Pokemon, especially.
Yeah, but I don't think they have that like connection to it like we do. Like they might not care as much because they're Fortnite kids, man.
I know, man, but I'm telling people still play
Fortnite
like,
and Call of Duty kids.
Pokemon.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, man.
That's
you
true.
should do it.
That's true.
All right. We probably should end it there.
That's cool.
Thank you, everybody. Good to have you back here, Zach, man. It's fun. It's a much better pod. It's a much better atmosphere. Obviously, I'm not on the yacht right now, but I will be
Soon.
on whatever is happening right now concludes, which I don't know.
Of course.
But yeah, good stuff as always. This has been the Yacht Club. I'm your host, Sir Yacht, and that's our other host, Zach Dubs. Thank you to Tyler. Thank you to Cam Boys. Thank you to our non-existent sponsor for making this podcast possible. And we're going to catch you next week after the Browns are 5-1. And maybe Zach and I will have some Pokemon cards then.
Dude, I'm going to actually stop at my parents' house. And I'm going to get some Pokemon cards.
Yes.
See what we got. Bring them on stream.
All right.
Bring
them on the stream. All right. We'll see you next time.
Peace.